my gosh. I told you I heard so much mooing. Oh dear, baby. How are we going to get you out? Alright, stop battling. I am. Okay, hi. Hello. Did you fall in? Yeah. Oh my gosh. How are we going to get it out?
Oh, I thought it was you. I was like, Priscilla's having the baby.
He's going to get stuck here now, though.
Let's get a rope around his neck.
I don't know whether we're going to be able to get him out.
A cow's in the water.
We're going to have to like move everything.
Come on, man.
This way. Good swim. Good swim. Good swim. Good job. Good job. Good job. Go on. Go on. Go on. Can you not just swim all the way? Wait, let him stand, let him stand. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I can't think I can get him around it. He's gonna do it.
Did you watch him fall in?
No, but I heard mooing, and I was like, that's the first time I've heard them moo. Like, moo, 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 moo.
Ready?
So I was like, something must be wrong. I came
Quick,
outside
quick.
and he had fallen in.
Okay, go on. Go on. Hit it on. Hit it on. Come on.
This way, come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's
Come
go.
on.
Come on.
Hup, hup, hup.
Come swim, 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 come.
Hup, hup, hup.
Swim, swim, swim. Good job. Good job.
Hit it on. Hit it on.
Come on. I know. Come on. Good job.
That's it. Go on. Little man. I was running thinking the water's broke. I know it. I'm running down here like, Joe, what's happened? I said, little man. And I'm running and I'm like, what's happened? Why is she straddling on someone's boat? Film him. I thought you were giving birth, man.
It's good. I was like that. It's not.
I was like, why is she giving birth over someone else's boat?
She's definitely got the motherly instinct. Like, I'm sure cows fall in the water. I'm like,
Oh,
what?
man.
Well done, babe.
Oh, cool man. I'm
right.
to cow.
Eating grass.
Yeah, look, he's like, thanks a lot for that.
He's like, I'm out of
There's
here.
like no appreciation.
Oh, well, he is actually. I think he stops just to say.
Oh,
I bet he's cold.
shivering.
Oh,
Oh,
bless him.
shivering, shivering.
Good boy.
Good job.
taking a photo of the moon, but then I saw someone running. You were running. I
So
was
beautiful.
like, what's happening? And I always think the worst. I'm like,
But it's like something's wrong.
I said, something's not right.
I'm just standing over the boat.
I know, I'm like, have you learned nothing? That's not our plan for you to give birth.
Hey, we're giving birth in the Thames.
I'm having a water birth.
That would be a water birth.
I think it's safe to say that there is never a dull moment when you are living on the water. Alright everyone, we've come to the conclusion that we are not making a set list on what we are doing, what we are finishing off, what we are starting. We are just kind of rolling with it at the moment. So we've got our piece of flooring that Christopher picked up that we were short from last time, and we're going to finish the bathroom today, and then we'll move on to the next project. I don't know what it is going to be just yet, but we'll decide when we get there.
Alright, after some discussion, I'm just gonna cut it, and when we get there, we're gonna figure it out.
I'm not sure whether I should be sitting down, lying down.
It should be the bedrest thing.
I should be, but I've got lots to do, people. Lots to do. Lots to do. Alright, come on. Let me tell you what to do. So we're in this really tight space. We've got lots of corners to cut out. And yeah, hopefully we can get it done. Basic cutout is done. We have our final piece in, so now it's just time to cut the edges, and then we can glue it down, and then that's that.
So eventually we're going to get to something that I've been wanting to do for quite a bit of time now. Ronnie, one of our subscribers, came by and saw us recently, and he organized us 2 plates to mount to the side of the boat. He made us 2 plates like this. He even pre-drilled them for us, which is amazing. This has been like grinding me every time I look at it, because literally these plates, basically it's a hole in the boat, and it's probably where a lot of the cold air is coming from. Like especially that one, because that's a vent that we used to have. This vent, we've tried to tape it up, but I'm sure we're getting loads of air coming in there. And this one, we just literally just put some tape on it as a temporary fix. So today we're going to drill it out. We're going to bolt on the plates that Ronnie's thankfully got for us. Thank you very much, Ronnie. You're a superstar. Yeah, we're going to get them mounted up and ready, so that when we paint the boat next, she doesn't look all tapey. One step closer to getting the outside of the boat ready, although still got loads and loads of jobs, but always nice to tick off something that's been on there for a little while. Yeah, we're always conscious that the outside of the boat needs to be looking good as much as the inside, so nice to tick something off the list today. This tape's been on here so long, it's part of the steel now. Yeah, it's really strong.
Hi.
Look at that, we got a hole in the boat. She's a big hole too. There's Barley. enjoying his garden. Enjoy it now. It's the last few days of that.
Last few days of freedom.
And then he's going to be a Marina dog. You okay?
Talking about the marina, a few things are happening in the distance, and they are busy taking out the fiberglass boats to make space for all the narrow boats and the wide beams to come in for winter. And this is why we are working on the outside of the boat, so that we don't have to make any noise when we get in there.
Alright, so with this particular one, I think I'm going to grind the bolts off because I did try and loosen them from the inside, but unfortunately they ain't budging. They've probably been on there for like 50 years, so I'm just going to cut them off, knock them through, and hopefully you can pull this fan out. That one turned out pretty cool, happy with that. Just need to wipe off this excess sealer here. Luckily this sealer is paintable, so at least you know it's going to be watertight. So I've ground all these things off, and I'm just going to knock out the bolts basically, and hopefully they'll come out on the other side, and then we can try and lever it out.
Yeah.
Alright.
Do you need some help? Oh no!
Alright, so she's out. Amazing. It's been like horrible looking for so long.
I know, right? It's got leaves and everything in there.
Very, very dirty.
Alright, so I'm just going to give it a vacuum, I think.
Alright, then I'll clean this face up a little bit, and then we can put some sealer and put the new plate on.
Okay.
Thanks again, Ronnie. Okay, so she fits pretty good, and we managed to use the original holes, so that's cool. Slightly different from that one, but at least it's sealed up.
Once the small bits were done on the outside, we called it an evening. I have to say, I do love our nosy neighbours. Alright, so we're tackling quite a big project today. We're trying to get our room at least 50% done. We have the ceiling, which now looks absolutely amazing. We just got to put the lights in, and we are wanting to get the bed completely in position at the right height and start boarding up our rooms so that it's not the spaceship. So Christopher's just making some measurements, because what we are going to do is reuse our bed like we've done already. So we've already chopped off the feet to get the bed into this position, to create the space here. But now what we're going to do is really get it right underneath this gap at the back, which is here, which is a lot of space that we are missing out on. So we want to get it underneath here and right back there so that we can gain the space here to walk through. So yes, reuse, repurpose. It seems a shame to get rid of the bed because it's a solid frame. And then
It's well built.
Yeah, it's well built. And then what we'll do is we'll just cover up the sides so it makes it look like a built-in bed at the end of the day.
Well, it will be built in because we're going to chop it and try and get it underneath there.
Well, yes, it will be in place.
But
It'll never move. But yeah. So the decision now is he's just trying to figure out what the measurements would be to move it all the way backwards without having to raise the bed too much or drop the bed too much because of that angle of the front of the boat, how it goes up. How much are you loving life today?
No, not a lot. Sunday, I'm tired. We still got to move in the marina, and you want to tackle this massive project, so that's like hectic. And I'm conscious I need to sleep tonight, so if I start this, I need to finish it. What are you thinking? Haven't even started the engine to test the engine out, see if it's going to start. And it's fast approaching 3 o'clock.
Alright, you want to give it a skip?
No, I'm just thinking if I cut that thing there, is it going to be... Because it doesn't have a piece along the top. And we don't have timber.
We do have a very thick piece of timber.
Where?
On the side.
No, that's not right. Not forever.
Alright, we've hit pause on the bedroom situation. We've had a discussion about what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, taken measurements, decided all the nitty-gritty stuff. So we're going to get started on that tomorrow. But in the meantime, we have some really exciting news. And that is we are going into the marina today. So we're leaving our spot in Bali's big garden. And we're going to head into the marina. We have Joe and Roger and their friends also helping us today. So it's going to be really easy, hopefully. And I'll just get it on film for you guys.
You're clear, Captain.
Cheers. Alright, so this is a long time coming. We're finally heading to the marina. It was months in the making.
And so we set off. Everything was going to plan. It was smooth sailing. Everything was organized. And we were really looking forward to settling into our new spot for the winter. But in true Priscilla and Christopher fashion, that's exactly when things didn't go to plan. We were just a little too long for the turn we needed to make. If we had a nice pointy bow, we probably would have made it. But with our big round front, we hit the limit, and there was no budging. So we put the cameras down, took a deep breath, and moved to plan B. Okay, so I have a little bit of bad news. Unfortunately, it didn't work out exactly where we thought we were going to be, and I am now the furthest point away with everything going on with, you know, being pregnant and having to get over here. And if it floods, this is the worst point of it flooding. But you can't be stressed. You just got to make things work. So we are on the outer side of the marina now. So at least we still have a beautiful view and not of any other boats. We do have the marina side on this side. So I'll give you a little bit of a tour now. But yeah, right on the outer edge. We just unfortunately didn't squeeze in. It's just one of those things, but Chris and I are used to it, and we always make a plan with things. So we're just gonna have to make it work. And in a way, there's pros and cons. So the pros are we still get this beautiful view, and still being able to connect to water and electricity. It'll just be a little bit more work getting to and from the boat, which is what we're used to. So nothing's really changed. We just have the benefits of the water and the electricity, and yeah, hopefully this year it won't flood, because it has been quite a dry year. So we don't want the rain to come down all at once. But yes, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm not stressed. I'm here, and we just have to make it work. So let me just give you a quick tour of how we are parked up now. So one thing is I have a little walkway, but it could be underwater. Nonetheless, I have a walkway. And this is where we are parked. So we have a neighbor, and this is where we are, right on the outer edge. So yes, pros and cons, people, pros and cons. But it's all good. And then this is the rest of the marina. So it's not too bad. So we have a water point from there, or we have a water point from there and an electrical from there. So that's close enough to get to the boat. The cable's there ready to go. We just have to connect ourselves. And yeah. Oh dear, we have ourselves some... Barley's not going to be happy. We have a ginger kitty cat as a neighbor. So I guess we will be putting the baby gate on the front door. But yes, you can't, this is still beautiful. And hopefully this year it doesn't flood as bad as what it normally does. So fingers crossed, everybody. Fingers crossed. Again, I'm happy. The only downside is, if you have a look, just over there is a bridge, and I have to get over that bridge every day. Like, I have to get over that bridge. No pun intended. Anyway, yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. We always make a plan with what we have. So, this is where we shall be for the winter. And it's a new adventure, a new little journey while we're in here, because it's the first time we've been in a marina. And yeah, that's it. It's short and sweet.